Granquist looks behind him, but he doesn't need to know who's behind him. He knows he has to know who's in front. Granquist now has only 2 laps to catch Stephen Gould. The back of Granquist's bike moving all over the track. Granquist now trying everything he knows, but there's Stephen Gould. Gould jumping as well. Granquist maybe 200 metres behind now. Granquist 200 metres behind Gould. 2 laps remaining. Something's got to go wrong with Gould's bike for Granquist to overhaul the lead. But Granquist not giving up. Gould looks back. He sees Granquist. He's moving hard. Gould in the last round in Adelaide was overtaken on the last corner of the last lap by Trevor Flood. He's determined this time it's not going to happen again. And there goes Gould over the line. 1 lap remaining for Gould. Here comes Granquist. Through the S's coming up the straight now. Granquist. 6 seconds the difference and only 1 lap remaining. It's impossible for Billy Granquist to catch Stephen Gould now, but he's catching Graham Smythe so hard. Granquist moving right up on Smythe. That's the pace now that Billy Granquist is pulling out. He's catching right up on Smythe, but there's bike 2, Stephen Gould. 6 seconds, down to 5 now. 5 seconds separating Granquist and Gould. But now Gould has Pepsi Golden Breed Mr Motocross for 1978 in the bag. Only 3 corners to go. Come on, Stephen Gould from Team Pepsi and Yamaha.
What a way to do it. On the canvas with a DNF in the first heat, come back for 3 wins. Stephen Gould now through the chicane and he's onto the chute for the last time. Up goes the front wheel. Get it up there, Steve. One hand off the bar. Terrific.
The winner of Pepsi Golden Breed Mr Motocross for 1978, 20-year-old Sydney rider Stephen Gould. The new champion. The crowd going mad. People coming out to shake his hand. The crowd beating the barriers, the flag marshals. Normally the quietest of men going wild for Stephen Gould. A very popular win indeed. Given the championship back to Yamaha after 2 years in the wilderness, Stephen Gould. A young man with a huge future in front of him.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. He's looking at other facets of motorcycle sport. He's reached the top now in motocross, and he's so bike-orientated that Steve wants to try road racing. He's going to try and get himself into the 1978 Castrol 6-hour race, which is a road race here at Amaroo Park on October 22nd, and his riding partner for that event will be Chris Dixon, who was also competing in motocross today.
And the points. Stephen Gould, winner of Pepsi Golden Breed Mr Motocross for 1978 on 164 points. In second position, Billy Granquist on 130 points. In second position, Trevor Flood from Victoria on 131 points, and Billy Granquist in third place on 130 points. Gould now being congratulated by Mike Robinson, one of the promoters of Pepsi Golden Breed Mr Motocross, and his team now takes over. Gould near exhaustion, the strain and the effort of it all, just so much for him. The relief now. And we'll be back shortly for the presentation of the 1978 Pepsi Golden Breed Mr Motocross Championship. Golden Breed Mr Motocross for 1978, Stephen Gould. Stephen on 164 points. In second position, Trevor Flood on 131. And in third position, the Super Swede, Billy Granquist on 130 points. Stephen, congratulations. I didn't think you'd do it after that first round.
No, well, the first one really worried me. I just don't know what happened to the bike. It just cut completely, but I got my act together in the other 3, and it turned out great.
How do you feel now?
Oh, very good.
Stephen, to present you with the other winners, the State Minister for Sport, Recreation and Tourism, Mr Ken Booth. And the big one, of course, the big cheque for $2,500 big dollars. And of course, Mr Motocross, the trophy itself. There it is. Looks just like Stephen Gould, doesn't it? And he'll hold up for 12 months. In second position, Trevor Flood from Victoria. Trevor, you won by just, well, you came second by just 1 point from Pelly Granquist. How was it today?
It was pretty good. I haven't ridden so worse for a long time, actually. I was very surprised to get up here. But the last race we were heading into, I knew I was 8 points ahead of Pelly, and I took it a bit easy, and I just made it in. Thanks very much.
Pelly, you tried so hard today. It was one of the best exhibitions of motocross that we've seen from anybody for so much time. That last round when you got stuck right into it and tried so hard to catch Stephen, how do you feel now?
Well, I'm pleased I come third. I did as good as I could.
You happy to see Stephen win?
Yeah, he was the best. And he's been he's been trying hard all the races, and he had some bad luck and managed to still win.
Stephen Gould, again, 1978 is your year, Pepsi Golden Breed Mr Motocross champion. Let's hear it for Stephen Gould.
Congratulations.
Mr Booth now giving Trevor Flood his second prize of $1,000, and for Pelly Granquist a cheque for $500. Mr Booth, you'd like to say something, I think.
Thank you very much, John. Just briefly, Stephen, I don't think anyone would leave this park this afternoon not convinced after all the series, the most exciting racing today, that you deserve Mr Motocross for 1978. Congratulations, you've proved it time and time again over the series, and once again today. You've had a second and a third on 2 previous occasions. Congratulations all round, and let's hope you come back 79 fitter and better for the occasion.
Thank you, Mr Booth. Thanks very much indeed. Let's hear it once more from Stephen Gould. Tell the crowd what you think of them.
Thanks, John. Well, can I say a few words of thanks to everyone? Pepsi Cola and Golden Breed have been fantastic to me this year, as well as McCulloch Yamaha. They're all a great lot of people to be with, and I just hope I can gain their support in the 79 season. And I'd like to thank Forcefield Promotions and Vince Tesoriero for conceiving the concept of Mr Motocross, which has turned into I think, the best motocross series in Australia. Just like to thank everyone. Thank you.
Nationwide tonight reports on the Union.
Off they go on this beautiful sunny day in Austria on this lovely mountainous circuit, rolling up through the hills. So they go up the brow on the start-finish straight and into the, well, I say new, but it's about 7 or 8 years old now, the chicane. They put it in, it was a very fast corner. This is one of the only slow bits of the track. It's all fast sweeping corners taken in 4th gear. The car's doing around most of those long bends, something like 130, 140 miles an hour. That's the tail end of the field, just sweeping through again now. There's one of the long sweeping straights. The turbocharged cars will be getting up, well, over 180 miles an hour, anything up to 190. Here's one of the fastest parts of the circuit, up in top gear. And then a little dab on the brakes as they turn into this long, sweeping, uphill right-hander, and then there's a bit of a brow, which you can just see as the car's coming over the brow there, and that's right on the exit of the corner. Cars go light as they come through. Keke Rosberg doing a new version of the wiggle to warm the tires, doing a high-frequency wiggle instead of the long looping one, as the others are doing. But that's a new way to do it. And then that's the along that top straight there, it's just about the fastest point on the circuit, and then they have to brake round a left-hand corner and then down into this long, long right-handed Bosch curve that they're in now. Very important to get into this corner right, as it is with all the corners at the Österreich, because once you're in them, they're so fast that the cars don't have enough power relative to the speed they're doing to make any adjustments. So your speed through the turn in Austria is governed very much by your speed into it. So you've got to get in as quickly as you can, but of course you've got to have the car on the right line. So the entries are all important, and then from the apex onwards, once you've hit that, by and large, it's just foot to the floorboards and power the thing out of the corner through those long sweeps. Now we get the two left-handed bits. Very difficult corner here where the road falls away. You've got a difficult turn in. Again, you've got to be as quick as possible. And on the apex, the road falls quite sharply away, so the car goes very light. Jumped ahead a little bit now. There's another left-hander that we didn't see, and the cars now, you can just see them in the background there, and the cars then come up over a brow, and again the car goes light over this brow as the cars turn right. It is flat out, this right-hand kink, but you've got to get it right. The entry again is very important, and if you don't get it right, you have to lift and you lose speed, and then the person behind you has an opportunity to pass you up the hill, and again over a brow. Very much an undulating track. Very pretty indeed. Lovely natural amphitheatre for the crowd. If you get yourself in the right place on one of the hills, you can see nearly all the track. You should certainly be able to see 2/3 of the track and most of the action on it if you place yourself well as a spectator here. It's gorgeous foothills of the Alps. There is the grid, just running down through the grid. Again, dominated completely by the turbocharged cars, who have a huge advantage here at this circuit with such a fast track, and the Cosworth engine cars are really badly outpaced here. We've got a cameraman up there on this crane, dangling from that immense crane, and that's his shot now, looking at the start.
Yes, and the fastest non-turbo James was talking about is actually Niki Lauda, the hero of Austria, who's down in 14th position. Well, up at the front, on the right, number 27, Patrick Tambay, second pole position in 2 weeks. Just behind him is Arnoux, and look in 5th position, the way Alain Prost has angled his car.